Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And boy, a rough start to this one as this kick goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 3 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, they'll set up a screen for Breida. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. Touchdown, Bills. Cole Beasley. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts, and then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. But now it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. So on 4th down, the Dolphins' new punter for 2021, Michael Palardy, on to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets are out to the early lead. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Patterson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
He's going to air one out, and he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. The 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
Let's do it. That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think pressure gets to him and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Tua. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Flushed out right, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the jet sweep, this is Beasley. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd down and 7. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Patterson. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9. Play action. Now it's Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Jerry Hughes able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Out. Watch twist.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. To a hit, and the ball is out. Here's Michael Palardy now, as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Dolphins have got it. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On third down, Patterson. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Brian Flores learned under the master. He's going to go on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 8-yard line.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 13. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like this young guy out of Ole Miss in his 3rd year with Buffalo. Prototypical size for a tight end, 6'4", 254. I thought 2020 would be a big year for him. I do think it will happen in 2021.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just shy of midfield, Tua. He's got Fuller. Tua to Fuller for a Miami 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for Dolphins.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. On 1st down, here's Breida. Xavier Howard, the all-pro corner, up to make the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Here's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They run here with Singletary. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Again, it'll be Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they've lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On play action, here's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Here we go. 49.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. It's complete to Fuller. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it.
Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, the ball hard. Mike, 55. Check.
They'll run here with Singletary. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
55 is Mike, guys, 55.
On the jet sweep, this is Beasley. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They will run with Singletary. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Watch the slant.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
It's a party now. Whoa. Mike 55. Mike 55. Time to go. Night, night. What's that?
And they take a knee. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
And they will take a knee here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Runs over him. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.